Yo, what's going on, my dogs? I had to tap in with y'all, bruh, real quick. I'm reading through Jujutsu. I thought, hey, it's the weekend. Let me relax. Let me go ahead and read some Jujutsu. I didn't want to spoil myself. I'm an anime watcher typically, but I've been waiting on the new season. You know what I'm saying? It's been about like 2 years since that season had came out. To season two. So I was like, bro, I can't wait. I gotta know what happens next. So I went ahead and started reading through this new arc, the Culling Games arc. Now let me tell you something, my brothers. Let me tell y'all something. You know, I knew I had a I know Jujutsu does not disappoint, but I gotta say they are throwing hands this season. It is WrestleMania. All right. This is Jujutsu Mania. All right. They're going absolutely crazy, buck wild. I wasn't expecting, Utah to run across some boys and really, go high difficulty. He's out there boxing. Everybody's just boxing. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely wild. Maki's over here doing her best Toji impression. You know what I'm saying? Committing genocide on her own folks. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you what I'm seeing, bro. Right now, what I'm seeing, bro. I am currently reading when Ghetto pulls up on Tengen and Yuki and Choso. Now, let me say this. When Yuki and Choso said, when they volunteered to stand watch, to be bodyguards for Tengen, I was shocked. I was a bit surprised that Choso took it up. I'm more so maybe expecting that from Yuki. She's, the higher ranked sorcerer here. She's the only other special grade, I believe, other than Yuta that's available. So that makes sense. But I assumed it would be like Yuta and Yuki, but it's Yuki and Choso. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And they're like, we're gonna stand watch. We're gonna be Tengen's bodyguards. We gonna box him. I'm like, y'all are gonna just y'all two? Are you sure? Because I'm assuming Ghetto is the final boss of the arc. You know what I'm saying? He built all the stuff. He's built the whole game. I'm assuming he got, you know what I'm saying? He could turn other curses into his own personal curse technique with the Uzumaki ability. All right. So I'm assuming he's the final villain. I'm like, you can't just you Choso, who just went life and death with Yuji this past arc, just this last arc. You went life and death, and you wanna is you and Yuki? Oh, okay. Tengen, are you good with this? These are your boys. Are you sure? Are you sure you wanna? That I was shocked. So I'm like, okay. I don't expect with that team because they decided to do that with just those two. I assumed, okay, Geto, he may not even make it over there because I'm assuming it would just be a wash, pretty much. Maybe Yuki, I haven't seen a fight or nothing up until then, but I was just assuming it would be a wash. So Geto's not gonna make it over there. He's gonna be concerned with the other things going about during the culling games. So I'm where I'm at. This boy Ghetto pulls up, just steps into the barrier where Tengen and them boys is chilling. Where Tengen and Yuki is chilling. Guess who's first to step up? Could you guess? It's Choso. Choso. I'm going Choso. Really? Okay. Choso, you know, he's a stepper. He wants to go 1v1. He wants to go one-on-one with Ghetto. I was like, well, R.I.P. R.I.P. my boy, man. R.I.P. Choso, man. I was saying, man, that's it, bro. Salute to you. You know, say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? It was nice knowing you, but you know, Choso goes in there. He's doing his thing. I'm like, okay, Choso, okay. You know, but Choso, his objective is to get Ghetto to release his domain expansion, or release his curse technique, to at least show off what his curse technique or his domain expansion is, so that Yuki can get some intel on that. By the way, this arc, when it comes to the fights, has been the most confusing thing I have come across in a long time. I don't know what's going on. People talking about, oh shoot, I just released my domain inside his domain, and it's an inner domain, it's an abstract domain. They popping up, they making up abilities as they go. I don't know what's going on. They talking about, oh, I got a simple domain. I just did a simple domain. Inside of his domain, Tengen talking about Ghetto is a barrier. He's more focused on barrier technique. So he'll release his domain. So then I'll break his domain. I'll rip the structures off of it because he didn't make the domain appear on a structured surface, or he did. So I should be able to dismantle it. It's all kinds of stuff. I don't know what's going on this arc. I'm just here for the hands. All right. I'm just here for the hands. I don't know what kind of Harry Potter, what kind of Harry Potter stuff going on. I don't know. So Choso steps up. He's boxing with Ghetto, but he gets the works. He gets worked. He gets finished. So Yuki decides to pull up. So Yuki, hey man, Yuki is putting in work with Ghetto. Yuki's getting right with him. Yuki got a dang cursed, I think it's what is it, like a cursed spirit? A cursed tool spirit thing like Yuta has with Rika. She got one of those basically. So she's going in, she's boxing Ghetto with it, you know what I'm saying? And, Yuki, she's starting to get worked. Ghetto's getting her backed up on the fence, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, this boy Choso, I thought Choso was cooked. He fell through the ground. I was like, oh, Choso's out of there. I don't know where he went, but homie's finished. I seen him fall into the shadow realm. And this boy Choso comes out of nowhere talking about some in that boy Ghetto's face, bruh. In that boy Ghetto's face. Y'all probably just saw my dog. That's Chestnut, man. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. He done pulled up back from the grave, pointed them things right in Ghetto's grill. What? This boy uses a dang piercing blood move. Ghetto's head go spinning. His dang cap flies off his wig. His brain pops out his head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just in shock. I'm reading this. I am in shock. Next thing you know, Yuki's talking about, oh yeah, Choso, you moving like that, you moving that crazy, you must be in trouble. Guess what they do? They gets to jumping him immediately. Gets to jumping him. It's jump Kaisen. I'm reading it. They're jumping this man. Choso is jumping Ghetto. I was not expecting that. Choso and Yuki got to jump. Yuki don't even got, she got like one arm right now. She flying, she fighting with a dang chicken wing right now. And Choso and Choso and Yuki is jumping him right now. So I'm just in shock. I had to stop right there. I had to put it down. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's finna happen, bruh. I don't know what's finna happen. Geto is I thought he was the final boss. I don't know what happens after this. The game is still going on. The game is still going. The culling game is still going on. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. But hey, man, hey, them boys, Yuki, hey, Choso. I understand now. I understand why y'all said, yep, we got it. Don't worry. We stand to watch. Salute to you. Hey.